Hi YouTube, and I'm back with another layout for you, and here I have actually painted that background piece. It's using one of those Prima paintables, and I actually had two of the same sheets. I think I was planning on doing a double page layout, believe it or not, when I brought them, but I thought as I had the paints out I was going to have a play, and I made this lovely back. I really love this. I think it's so simple to do. But with the colours and stuff, I'm just really pleased how it came out. And I am going to scrap a larger format photo. Here I have some American crafts paper, and it was from a Valentine's collection. And it was from a very old kit club that I used to get here in the UK. And they were so perfect, the papers, that I didn't want to use them. And then that paper with the Eiffel Towers on. Stupidly enough, I done my whole Paris album without including that piece of paper, which is just stupid. So I actually ended up using these papers for the B-side, which is just solid cardstock. I mounted that watercoloured piece of paper on a very dark brown, and I've then mounted the photo in pink and again a very dark brown. So I knew that that's where I wanted to go with this layout. I wanted to use the brown rather than the black as sort of the dark colour. So I'm going through my 6x6 pads. This is the Sundrifter collection, and I'm pulling out bits and pieces that I think are going to work. None of these actually end up on the layout, but I'm just trying to work out how I can use, the background that I've painted, not obscure too much of it, but still create, some clustering. So you're going to see me chopping up bits of paper here, willy-nilly, just, trying stuff out. And, you chop it up, it doesn't get in a layout. It's not the end of the world. I think part of, the process of being at the caravan and, what I've realised is so many of these papers were my favourite paper. And then they never got used. And, our tastes and style change. And, unfortunately, we end up with loads of useless stash. So, I pulled out that piece of pink paper from the sketchbook collection by Amy Tangerine. And it's kind of got a watercolour effect on it. So that's actually really good. And I decided that that's kind of the right colour pink to use. At this point, I'm still thinking of basing my cluster in that top corner. I do actually end up moving that. Here I'm doing the die cut box rummage, and this is nowhere near like the die cut box that I've got back at my parents' with all my kind of newer stuff in. This is just like really old bits and pieces. But I'm just pulling bits out that sort of match the colour, match the theme, and kind of just seeing, things at the right colours, and then if they're going to end up on the layout. So just looking at all the different bits and pieces in here, and just seeing if I can get these bits used up. Really, I pull out one of these little fancy pants envelopes. I believe that came in a Project Life kit from Studio Calico. Just trying to peel the blooming cover on those transparencies, and I decided that I need to kind of switch that over because I know that I want a cluster, and I prefer my clusters to kind of lead that way across the layout. Here is a pack of jelly bean sprouts or something. Shamel was doing a competition at one point. I think it was National Scrapbooking Day, and there was challenges going on her blog, and I won one of the little challenges, and this was part of my winnings from her, this little pack of jelly bean spots. And to be fair, I think I've used 2, and I've had them 3 years, so they actually work really well on this layout, and I actually get to use some of them, so that's really good, actually using your stash, So I've just picked 2 there with sort of the pinked edge there, and then I'm taking that Hello There, again that is from the Amy Tangerine collection, And I decide that I'm going to layer that envelope in there. I'm not actually going to put anything in the envelope. I'm merely using it as a decorative element. So I'm really liking how this is sort of coming together, and I'm now going through this die cut, my chipboard bits and pieces, and I knew that I had some hearts in there somewhere, so I'm having a good old rummage, seeing what I can find. I mean, some of them have glitter and bits and different colours on them, but I feel that I'm going to paint over them anyway, so really happy with how they look. I'm going to just use this espresso colour wash. I'll say that is one of the mist dyes that I had at the caravan, and I really, it's actually a really nice colour. It matches really well with that background cardstock. So I'm just giving those a couple of coats, chasing them round. And chipboard does kind of, suck in the colour quite a lot, so I did put a couple of layers on there. And I'm just going to leave them there to dry while I start putting this together. I realised through clustering like that there's a little gap there at the bottom, and I want to use a stamp to fill in that gap, so I'm just kind of looking at the stamps because I have got my kit bag, my crop bag with me, which does contain like a selection of my stamps, my inks and my adhesives and stuff like that. So I pull out this stamp set, and it's just a little one that says, remember, I don't have any brown ink with me, so I do use black, and I just double stamp that as well, and I'm really happy with how that looks. So I'm now going to start putting that clustering together, just making sure everything looks good. And at the moment I'm just sticking it together as a sort of whole piece. I'm not sticking it to the layout, just while I still work out what I'm going to do and what I'm going to add. These have dried up, so I'm just sticking those on. And I really love that kind of open heart. It just kind of echoes the ones in the background. And I really didn't even think about them when I was painting that background. It was just like having a play. There I am, just sorting out my Netflix. Trying to find stuff to watch. So thank you very much for everyone's suggestions on TV shows to watch. I really appreciate that. I really need to do some kind of layout about my TV watching habits. Even though technically I don't have a TV, I watch it all on my laptop, so that's not a problem. So here I am. I decided to get brave and take that espresso ink and just drip it on the canvas. Oh look, I've just seen this now, that heart up in that top corner, it looks like a little face! 2 little eyes and a moustache. Isn't that something? Some kind of therapy kind of tool where you get people to look at ink spots and see stuff. I see a heart with a moustache. Anyway, we digress. I decided to get really brave and just add that dark colour on there. I'd watched Vilna Fistenberg video here on YouTube that she's done for 2Ps, and she'd done this beautiful layout, and like I think if I'd have created a layout like that, I'd have been like, oh my god, it's amazing, it's beautiful, because her style is just, it's beautiful. It's not really my style, but I love it. And she then like dropped black ink on it, and like you have to be kind of really brave to do that, and I was like, I'm gonna just do it, I'm gonna do it. And so I'm really pleased with how that came out. I'm using this stamp set again. I know I used this on the previous layout as well, but I really love it, and I don't have many thickers here, as I've said, so it's good. You know, it's another way. I mean, it's why I bought this stamp set at the end of the day, that it was a really nice alpha that I liked, and I could use it for creating titles. So I'm just stamping with Melon Mambo Stampin' Up ink, and then just some black archival. And I'm putting my title here at the bottom. I know roughly where that cluster is going above, so I feel happy to just put my title here at the bottom. And as I said, I'm just double stamping those. And again, it's a very subtle effect, but I actually, you know, I really like it. It goes together really well. And my title, I don't know if I have already said or not, I can't remember, is California Dreamin'. I didn't have the little punctuation mark, but that's fine. I can live without that. You know, I'm sure it's irritating someone watching this video, but, you know, let it go. I'm going to let it go. It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. So, this is, again, more of maybe like a bridging layout. I'm thinking that I'm probably going to journal on this layout, more about my sort of retrospective feelings about the trip to America, because when this photo was taken, actually, it was just before my boyfriend lost me for like 3 hours, and it was quite a traumatic end to our holiday. But traumatic for him, because I sulked and didn't talk to him for like half of an 11-hour plane journey home. But anyway, so, you know, I just kind of feel that I may write on there, I might tap that in the envelope, I'm not really sure. So I'm going brave again and putting these ink drops on top of some of the layers as well. And then that is this layout done. Of course I needed to leave it to dry, but thank you very much. I don't know how you feel about, you know, these layouts, and I know I put on Instagram about me creating my own background paper is a little bit ridiculous, seeing I have so much paper. But yes, there you go. So here are some close-ups. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back with some more process videos soon. Cheers, bye!